think young people are interested in learning about Western civilization because there is a whole history and a whole set of ideas that we've sort of the inheritors of, but we don't really know where they came from, or we don't understand how they developed. I remember learning about Thomas Hobbes's idea of the social contract, and that was such a pivotal thing at the time, the idea that, you know, we give up certain rights in order to live peacefully all together. And that's so important to how we live today. But when I learned about it, I thought this didn't just come about by accident. This came about for a reason. So I think we are really interested in learning about that, but there's not much of a conversation at the moment. So I'm studying civil engineering and economics at the University of Sydney. I'm in my 4th year there. And I've really enjoyed my studies. They're very challenging, very interesting. But one thing I often wish when I'm going about my day to day and reading the newspapers and discussing current affairs with my friends, I wish, gosh, it would be great to know more about philosophy, history, these important ideas that have informed human civilization and things that we've just ended up with, but we don't even realise. I think if I knew more about that rather than pouring concrete, I'd actually probably know a lot more about the way the world works, to be honest. Well, I think universities unfortunately are losing trust because we see a lot of negative headlines about what goes on there. You know, the ideas that activists on campus bring up seem to be not in touch at all with reality, and when you talk to people in the workplace or your own mentors, they say, you know, what's going on? These things don't make any sense. So I think the Ramsay Centre has the opportunity to fill this void. Well, I think students are looking for where they've come from. They're looking for that sense of identity, and they want to understand their heritage because that's how they can then understand themselves in the world and then map out where they're going. So that's very important. Well, I'm interested in coming to the Ramsay Centre because I'm very interested in Australia's history, and I'm very interested in our heritage as part of Western civilization. I think that I'd like to know a lot more about this, but I don't know where to go to really get educated on key philosophy, key history that have shaped us into who we are now. And I think it's so important in understanding what's happening today to understand how we got here.